it's Kirsten Allen here again with another video. And if you're new to me, I am an experienced corporate professional with over 10 years of experience in both marketing and sales, working for two of the largest Fortune 500 tech companies in literally the world. And I've taken my expertise and experience to become your career pivot coach. I help women who are unfulfilled in their career find work-life balance and happiness in a pivot to passion. So in doing that, a lot of what I talk about is around mindset and breaking the self-doubt fears that you may have if you're wondering, how does your experience translate into a new opportunity that not only works for you, but works for the life that you want to create. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about how this is bigger than just salary, how it's bigger than the financial freedom, but how wealth is really tied to your mental health, right? And your mental health is not just related to things like anxiety or depression, but it's also how you talk to yourself, the things that you think about yourself, the things that you truly let marinate in. So I want to give you just 3 quick tips on how you can really break past that self-doubt and use your mental health to drive you into your passion. And creating wealth and all of those things will be a byproduct of really stepping into who you are and ultimately improving your mental health. All right, so let's get right into it. Okay, so the first tip or step that I would suggest for you trying to break past mental blocks in order to get into the career that you need is to clear out all of the mental trash. And not just what you're telling yourself, but also what you're watching on TV, what you're consuming from family and friends, and just ultimately the things that are in your environment that do not promote you getting into your dream life and your dream career. Now, we think we're so strong and that, things don't affect us, or we're able to just block things out and kind of just really focus on something no matter what's going on around us. But studies show that our environment directly correlates to our ability to be able to be successful in whatever we're trying to do. So as you're thinking about ways that you can expand your mental capacity, you want to first look around in your environment and see what things that you can take away in order to stay the course and stay focused on where you need to go. So that may mean getting some new books on your bookshelf and start making time to read those things. It may mean cutting out TV during certain times of the day when you need to be focused on work, or when you need to be brainstorming about what that next step needs to be for you. It may be that in this season, you may can't talk to certain friends or family members that may not understand where you're going and where you're looking to plan as far as your career and your life. So making sure that you keep your environment clear of negative mind trash is going to be helpful even as you're moving into a new career. What I find a lot is that people get stalled in this place of, I don't know what to do, or I don't believe in myself, I don't know where to go, all of these things. It's all mental. So your mental health, your mental space is what's going to move you towards the wealth. If you are stopped or inhibited just because of the things that you're telling yourself in your mind, then you'll never move forward. You'll never actualize the wealth. You'll never be in the position of your dreams. So this is something that's very important, especially if you feel like you're spinning in circles. So that leads me to my second point. You got to get off the hamster wheel of spinning around in circles and trying to figure this out on your own and doing the same thing, expecting different outcomes. We all know that saying, right? So I want to tell you a little story on this point that really helps hone this in and really drives in the point of improving your mental health and how that can ultimately change the results of your situation. So this year, I had a few different struggles in terms of finding my identity, figuring out the best place for me to be able to show up and serve. And I was looking for that in everyone else. So I was getting mentorship, I was getting coaching, I was doing all these things, trying to fill these gaps and essentially get the answer, right? And what I had to really step back to this year as well is look inside of myself, right? I'm trying to latch on to all these different things really to fill in something that I already had inside of me. I just didn't take the time, or felt that it would take too much time or be confusing or not really be the answer if I really sat down with myself and looked at, how am I talking to myself? What are my beliefs? What is my true passion? How can I pull together a solution for myself versus trying to fill everything, use everything and everyone else to fill the gaps that I have within myself? So if you find yourself, kind of latching on to different things, or, maybe your mom told you should be in data analytics, and then you hear somebody online saying, no, go to sales, or you hear someone on TV saying they're doing so great in accounting, and you're constantly trying to latch on to every single thing that someone is telling you, you're going to be on that hamster wheel. So although you think that it may be a faster road to get to where you want to go by following the path of someone else, if that is not true to you, if you haven't taken the time to really align and lock in with what is your true passion, it's just going to be the same hamster wheel over and over again. How do I know? It's been me several times, and you're wondering why you're still in place. You're wondering why you haven't moved any closer towards your goal, and why you still feel like you're in the same place of confusion, unfulfillment, and not moving closer to your goals. And it's because you are on this hamster wheel. Yes, it's great to get advice from others. It's great to understand how they got to where they are today. But what's most important is for you to take that information and figure out what's best for you, and then stay decided on that thing. I could make a whole video on staying decided and the benefits of that. So that is my third point, is making sure that you lock in and stay decided to whatever passion that you choose. So again, don't lock on to what everyone else is saying, because you're gonna fall off of that. I'm gonna tell you that right here and now. I said it, here it is. So you don't even have to go down this path. If you try to lock on to someone else's vision and try to use it for yourself, it's never gonna work. You're gonna waste more time, you're gonna be back at square one, and you're gonna be trying to figure out what happened, right? So save yourself the time and the headache, and really sit with yourself and see, what is it that I'm passionate about? Don't worry about money. Don't worry about benefits and all of those other things, because in all honesty, that stuff is a byproduct, right? You get to have all of that stuff when you're operating in your passion and in your genius. That's when everything that is tangible will come for you easily. So you don't have to worry about that. Stay focused on passion, and I definitely understand everyone has different financial situations, but for the people that I'm talking to in this video, my audience, you don't have a money problem. You understand that money is something that you've made, that you have a comfortable lifestyle. You know that every month everything is going to be taken care of. You're searching for passion and fulfillment right now, and you understand that making a move in that space is going to provide for you no matter what. So last piece of it here is getting decided, staying decided. Don't let people or different things that you see, again, protecting your environment, have you to fall off track, or have you thinking, well, maybe I should pursue this, or maybe I do have to go back to school, or maybe I do need to get this certification. Sometimes we come up with these things to put barriers in front of ourselves that aren't actually true. So protecting that environment, getting decided, staying decided are going to be the best bet for you to move into the career of your dreams and the life of your dreams. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video and got a great takeaway from it. Now I want to hear from you. What's one affirmation or what's one reminder that you can tell yourself every day so that you can stay in the right mental space to go after your goals? Share it in the comments. Now, before you go, if you're saying, okay, I want to get in this mental space, I want to be able to break self-doubt, I want to now step into this actualization of my career, and I understand where I need to go and what my purpose is and all those things, now I need to start being outward facing with that. I want you to check out my LinkedIn checklist. Now, this is for the person that's already gone through this process and they understand how they want to show up. I want you to download the checklist, and basically it'll have my 5 steps for how you can begin to improve your overall professional brand on LinkedIn to attract those recruiters, those collaborators, and even those hiring managers that will be interested in your expertise and the passion and things that you can drive to their organization. So it's really easy, and it's going to have a video training to follow along with it, so you'll be able to update your profile. But before you get to that, make sure you really lock into that passion and get decided on that. So as you are sharing to the world and online space what you do, it's very clear and concise, and you don't have to keep being on that hamster wheel. All right, I'll see you guys next time.